Hi there. Welcome back for video 2 out of 3 in this series on wellness. I'm Sita Hood, a vision architect, licensed therapist by trade. As a vision architect, I help visionary women just like you bring their big, massive ideas that they keep inside of their head from the dreamer stage into a tangible reality. I do this through my programs, workshops, and events. You can learn more by scrolling down and tapping the link at the bottom of this video, or if you're catching this bonus episode, tapping the link in the show notes. Okay, let's jump into video number 2. As a reminder, I want you to remember that wellness is the state of being in good health, especially as an actively pursued goal. So, if you missed our discussion on why you should be focusing on wellness as a lifestyle instead of self care, you're going to want to go back to video 1 out of 3 in this mini series. You're going to need different routines for different locations and different seasons of your life because your needs are different. What I need as a new mom is going to be totally different than what I need as a college student. What I need as an adult doctoral student who has teenagers is going to be totally different from what I need as someone who is starting up a business. Now, you may have some overlap, but the things that you need and the things that you need to be focused on are going to be completely different. So, you're going to need to have different routines for each of these things. You may need a different wellness routine for when you're at home, when you're at church, when you're at work. All of these things are distinctly different. So, I wanted to give you some ideas for curating your wellness routines. One, I want you to consider very carefully what are your values? What do you value? What is important to you? This should be reflected in the plans that you create. What are your priorities? Once you've considered your values, then I want you to consider your priorities for the current season. If one of my values is being fully present in my relationships, then my priority may be to get a good night's sleep so I'm not in a crabby mood when I have to wake up and take my kids to school the next day. So you want to consider what are your values? That's going to lay the foundation. Then you want to consider what your priorities are in relation to those values. The final tip is that you want to be intentional when you are creating your wellness routines to incorporate your values and your priorities as a part of your lifestyle. Remember, wellness is a lifestyle, self care is maybe just something that you do occasionally. As a final tip for this video, I wanted to talk to you about different places you might consider creating different wellness routines for. You may consider creating a wellness routine for church. And hear me out, if you go to church, sometimes church services can be a little bit long. Maybe you want to pack a snack because it's a part of your value to, again, be fully present in your relationships and not crabby. And if you're the type of person that gets a little bit crabby when you don't eat, that's probably important. You want to curate a wellness routine for your work. What are your values and your priorities in work? How do you want to show up in your work environment? You want to put your best foot forward when you're in this environment. So you are likely going to want to create something that gives you the best possible space. When I used to work in an agency, what I would do to set the tone, I had a wax warmer. So I would burn scents because we couldn't have candles. And I would play light jazz music from my computer so that I could hear it, but other people really couldn't hear it. I would also have a blanket that I kept draped over my waist as I was sitting in the chair doing all the typing. These three things helped put me in a better mental space to contribute to my overall wellness and my ability to function at my highest capacity. You might also want to think about curating a wellness routine if you have a child and you go to their events, baseball games, football games, soccer, gymnastics, all of those different things. How can you make sure that you are in alignment with your values in the best possible space to support your child as you're there, not be a crabby parent as you're waiting, and all of the things in between? I hope this video was really helpful for you. In the last video of this mini series, I'm going to be highlighting several Black owned companies that you should be incorporating in your wellness routine. I'll see you next time. Have you been playing small building someone else's dream while yours slowly dies inside of you? When you walk through the candle aisle of Target with your Starbucks in your hand, dreaming of your next season, you wonder if it's actually possible. You're tired of living the same mediocre cycle. You take the kids to school, you go to a job you're great at, but you feel miserable working at. You pick up the kids, you make dinner, you spend some time with your loved ones, you go to bed, and you start the same cycle all over again. What would your kids say if they could see you hiding? How long are you going to hold on to the illusion of who people say you are? I'm Sita Hood, vision architect but licensed therapist by trade, and I help women to take their big ideas from the dreamer stage into a tangible reality. I want to invite you to activate your influence. I want to invite you to join Activate, a 90-day accelerator for visionary women. Inside of Activate, you're going to learn how to clarify your vision, curate your wellness routines, command your day, and confidently impact any environment you walk into. Aren't you tired of playing small? When's the last time you truly bet on yourself? I want to invite you to level up. Click the link in the show notes to learn more.